The US stock market has set a record weekly rally for nearly 50 years. Nevertheless, the epidemic dampens investors' appetite for risk. The number of the coronavirus cases in the US has outnumbered that in China. The US dollar has edged higher after the sharpest slump in almost 10 years due to the collapse in the US labor market. The US stocks are closing one of the most successful weeks. The Dow Jones is extending a steady rally. The equity market perked up despite a surge in the coronavirus cases and the soaring number of initial jobless claims in the US. Perhaps investors are encouraged by joint stimulus efforts from governments and central banks. Besides, today the US House of Representatives is due to vote on the financial aid package worth $2 trillion. The odds are that the bill will pass thanks to the strong bipartisan support. So Wall Street is likely to close with gains on Friday. Market participants are now wondering whether the ongoing rally in the stock market proves that the bottom has been touched. Still, it's hard to imagine that the worst is over. Nevertheless, the US on the verge of protracted high unemployment. The following updates on first-time jobless claims are likely to be worse than the report published yesterday. Meanwhile, sell-offs of the US Treasuries and a decline of the US dollar indicate lack of confidence among investors. The massive stimulus package from the White House and a relaunch of the Fed's QE program could not be enough for the broad-based recovery of markets. The US dollar index is trading slightly higher at near 99.40 in the New York session. The index is trying to regain some losses. However, it's unlikely to assert strength in the short term. The greenback has suffered the biggest fall for a decade. Eventually, the Canadian dollar can pause for breath amid the greenback's weakness across the board. So the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar pair briefly retraced to about 1.40. Later in the evening trade, the currency pair again rebounded to the level above 1.41 with prospects for a further climb. The dismal outlook for the energy market does not allow commodity currencies to gain ground. Oil quotes are closing in the red for 5 weeks in a row. This week, Bitcoin is trading firmly at the level above $6,500. However, it failed to test the level of $7,000 per token. On Thursday and Friday, the most popular cryptocurrency has been trading mainly flat. Next week, Bitcoin is expected to break $7,000 and even surpass the mark of $7,100. The alternative scenario suggests that Bitcoin could continue trading in the range of $6,400 to $6,800. Bitcoin is going to develop a clear short-term trend in the New York trade, benefiting from the recovery of the stock market. The Bitcoin dominance index is carrying on growing, having reached 66%. This proves the market's consolidation that occurs in the time of turbulence. Meanwhile, crypto investors are reckoning the fallout from the coronavirus epidemic. That's all for now. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.